And unfortunately, Huda Beauty did not sponsor this video. However, if you would like to, please feel free to reach out at brwngirlluxe@gmail.com. It is time for another monthly favorites video, specifically July favorites. Y'all, it's really been a minute since I've been consistent with my favorites videos, and I just feel like I need to get back to it, even if it's not every month, maybe every other month, because I will say some months my products and things I'm loving doesn't change much, but I really want to get back to this video because I feel like this is one of the ways that I can keep up with, you know, all of the new products, keep you all up to date with the products that I'm loving, and yeah, and talk about what I love. I mean, that's what I love to do, right? So before we get into this video, if you have not already, please hit that subscribe button. Also turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my uploads. So I have a few makeup products, I have a hair product, I have fragrances, some luxury items. So let's not waste any time, let's get right to it. So starting off with one of my favorite makeup products, foundation. I have a newfound love. It is the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. I recently picked this up. I picked it up because I was just looking for, you know, another foundation that could be used for the summertime, something that's not as maybe like full coverage as my NARS Soft Matte. And I was like, you know what, I feel like because I love some of the other Huda Beauty like Easy Blur products, which we're going to get into those as well, I was like, why don't I try out the foundation? Now, one of the things I will say, they don't have a ton of like colors, so I definitely was a little bit confused at first of like what to get, but after kind of looking on TikTok and then physically going in store, because I bought this in store, I figured that the closest match I would have is Cocoa 510R. Now, I am wearing it today. I feel like this is a foundation that really matches my undertone perfectly. I have not always had that. I told y'all I struggle with finding a good match. I feel like with certain brands like NARS and some of the others, sometimes they just don't make enough colors for the girls, like the medium deep brown. I just like sometimes you can't find the right match, so you just kind of make whatever work. But I feel like this is a really good undertone match for me, which says a lot. As far as what the claims are of this foundation, it says it's weightless, comfortable, and buildable blur. Now, as far as blurring, I do feel like, you know, it definitely gives more of a filter-like effect, especially since I use the primer with it as well. So I definitely can agree with that. Medium coverage, absolutely, because I do have a few dark spots that I had to go over again with this. So definitely, if you want something that's a little bit more skin-like, but still can be built up and give you a more full coverage glam, I think you will enjoy this. So really, really good match. When I was on TikTok, I pretty much saw anybody that was in the medium dark brown like skin tone, they pretty much had this or one other shade. So I was like, you know what, it's probably gonna be this one, because I will say I feel like my undertones are a little bit more cool, more neutral. So I was like, you know what, I think this is gonna be it, but let me just go in store. And so I went in store and grabbed it. And then today I noticed when I opened it off the box that it came with a little like small Easy Blur primer for you. I didn't see this the first time I used it, or really the couple times that I've used it, because today I think this is my third time. Yeah, and I didn't see this in there, so I don't know if it was kind of like stuck in the box or what, but either way it goes, I already have the primer. So again, loving the foundation. The primer, I've talked about this primer, I want to say in my like summer like go-to beauty products that I did a month or so ago, and maybe in another video. So I love the primer. I love the blurring effect. I think that's amazing. It's not like super mattifying or anything like that. So if you need something that's more matte, you're gonna have to pair this with something else. So I would say maybe go in with your matte primer, then use this to blur you out. That's typically what I do if I use my Fenty primer, but it's good on its own. It definitely helps with some of the smile lines. Y'all, I have them bad. I'm trying to like improve them because they don't show up as much when I first do my makeup, but like throughout the day. So this definitely helps with that, but I probably need to, you know, resort to some other options as well. But yeah, the primer is amazing too. Now, the other part that's kind of, or product that's kind of a part of all of this, is the Easy Bake Setting Spray. Now this is kind of down to the bottom. I did buy this when I was in New York. This one I grabbed because I just wanted something small. I feel like I just needed another, you know, setting spray while I was there. So I picked this up. I love this too. So this is definitely one I'll repurchase. Not sure if I'm going to just grab another small one or a full size. Probably another small one, because I do feel like I'll be using this on a couple like upcoming getaways or trips and whatnot. So So probably will get another travel one because literally, I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, y'all can. It is down at the bottom. So I be using this up, and it says the more you spray, the more it's gonna blur for you. So I spray it on heavily. Now, the last Huda Beauty product I love, and unfortunately Huda Beauty did not sponsor this video. However, if you would like to, please feel free to reach out at brwngirlluxe@gmail.com. The lip gloss that I do love is the Ooh Baby, and this is the faux filler lip gloss. This is a very, very just light, faint pink lip gloss. I'm not wearing this today, but I have been wearing this out in the month of July. It is such a pretty like topper for any of your nude lips, your pink lips. Like, it's just gonna work. It's a great topper. You definitely can wear it by itself. Like, this is not something you just have to wear with a lipstick or anything. I would say, you know, a little bit of lip liner, and you can use this depending on your skin tone. You may be able to just wear it by itself, but to me it's like a good topper. So if I want a like glossy lip, I'm gonna use this. I feel like I've recently found a love for glossy lips again. Today I'm wearing the Pat McGrath, I think it's called like Faux Real, because I wanted more of like a nude colored lip today versus a pinky lip. And I'm just like, you know what, maybe I kind of like glossy lips more than matte, because it's been a while since I've consistently done a glossy lip. But ever since I got this, I feel like I do it way more often. So definitely more gloss, you know, glosses over top of my matte lipstick. So if you are looking for, you know, a perfect like pretty faint pink, this is definitely one you should consider picking up. And I was just looking around my vanity to make sure I got all of the makeup products that I wanted to talk about. I think so. I do have some other new stuff that I just haven't used enough yet to know if it's going to be like a favorite. So I'll probably follow up with you all in either August or September favorites. As far as the next product I'm going to call out, it's just one hair product, so I do want to mention it. It's new as well. It's the Amika Superfruit Star Lightweight Hair Styling Oil. So I picked this up because if y'all remember some months back when I talked about favorites, maybe like in the late fall or maybe early winter, somewhere around there, I talked about an Amika like heat protectant gloss that I had, and I had found that what was happening using that is that my hair was getting a little bit oily quicker, and it was getting very flat fast. And I was just like, you know what, maybe I need something lighter. And then a few months later, maybe, I noticed they came out with this, and I was like, oh my god, answer to my prayers. It smells so good. That's one thing Amika does not slip up on. They literally make the best smelling products for your hair. So if you are like, look, I want my hair to smell good, pick up something from Amika. Literally everything smells amazing. But this one, I really just wanted it because I'm like, okay, it's already July. It's definitely going to be silk press season again for me soon. And I want to try this out to see if this works a little bit better. Anytime I do my wash and goes, I have to use oil. So I used it today. I did a wash and go Friday. And I just literally put some of this oil on it today just to give it more of a shine. And y'all, I love this. And again, it smells amazing. So I can't wait to let y'all know how this works once I am wearing my hair straight again. Because again, that's a big thing for me. Like, if you are, you know, a natural hair girly, you're not trying to straighten your hair every single week. You know, you're typically doing it every 2 to 3 weeks. At least that's usually my schedule. And I need something that's going to give my hair shine without just completely weighing it down. And I'm hoping this works well for me this fall, winter. But overall, for right now, to kind of help take out some of the crunch with my hair, it works really great for me. Our next category for today is fragrance. And I have 4 fragrances. I don't know if I can remember the last time in like a monthly favorites video that I talked about 4 different fragrances. I'm going to try to keep it brief, y'all, I promise. So let me start with, I would say, the compliment getter. Let's go with that one. So, My Delina. Now, this is a scent that I typically wear like this time of year, like spring, summer, going out to brunch or a lunch date, hanging out during the day. I love this. I love this. And I wore this, I want to say me and my husband went somewhere. Did we go out to lunch? I think we went out to lunch, right? And we wanted to go to the liquor store to try the Cutwater margaritas, but my husband stayed in the car because he was like, okay, you know, you're gonna go in there and get it, like, I don't need to come in with you, just go ahead and grab it, right? And it's probably because I was also going into the beauty supply that day too. So I go up in the liquor store. Now, y'all know it's a bigger liquor store, right? So it's a lot more people in there, and of course the liquor store typically has a lot of men. So I was in the line, I'm waiting to pay for my stuff because, like I said, this was a busy liquor store, it's big. And y'all, I got 2 different compliments from 2 different men. Like, what are you wearing? You smell so good. I need to get that for my girl. Y'all, Delina is the scent that if you're like, I'm trying to meet somebody or I'm going to a bar hoping to like talk to a guy or, you know, meet someone, go ahead and grab Delina. Now, I have the original, so I do not have the exclusive or La Rose, I think it is. I don't have those. I have the original. And hearing 2 men that probably would be like, what is this? Like, once they see the price, they probably like, what in the world? They probably would have been tripped out, right? But once I, you know, told them what it was and all of that, you know, I could tell they were like, okay, I need to take note of this or maybe pick this up for my girl, wife, or whomever, right? But it was just so weird to me because a lot of times I feel like, you know, I don't know if it's because I'm married and like, you know, typically if I'm going somewhere I have my ring on, so like I don't feel like I get men complimenting my fragrance. Like I typically get a lot of women complimenting my fragrance, so to hear like 2 different guys while I'm standing in a line minding my business compliment me, I'm like, you know what, I gotta tell the girls, like, if you don't have Delina, you're gonna have to pick her up eventually. Even if you don't get this big size, they have a smaller size now, so if you don't want to spend as much, this is one that I will say men love. And it's probably because it's sweet, that rose smell, you know, floral. It's just a scent that I feel like pulls men in. So if you're just like, girl, I need a scent that's gonna, you know, give me a couple numbers the next time I go out for the, you know, out for the night, Delina's got you covered. Now, a couple times that I wore Delina, I did pair her with Gentle Fluidity Gold. So I love this because y'all know how much I love a good vanilla. It's a beautiful scent. It's one that's really year round, but I will say I don't find myself grabbing it as much in the summertime. However, it pairs nicely with a couple of the other fragrances we're gonna talk about, but I wanna say the pairing I saw this, or the combo I saw this, maybe it was like on TikTok, somebody was saying this is a really good matchup. Y'all, it's a good matchup. So if you want to maybe like tone down the tartness in the original Delina and maybe soften it up a little bit, definitely go ahead and grab, you know, the MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. Beautiful scent. And again, this is a scent that really pairs well with others. The other scent that I literally have been comboing with, you know, Gentle Fluidity Gold a lot is MFK Kirky. I told y'all before, this is a beautiful, like, fruity, gourmand scent. Has peach, raspberry. It smells so good, but y'all, it don't last. And that, for me, is a little frustrating because it's not a cheap fragrance. $245. I mean, you might be able to catch it on sale, but $250 basically, right? For a fragrance that might last an hour or 2. Consistently. Like, that's literally what I see from a consistent basis. I actually sprayed some on this morning because I was just like, you know what, let me spray some on and see, you know, kind of test it out. And literally, like, maybe protects for like the first hour, the rest is kind of like a skin scent, but it just smells so good. So if you do have this and you already have Gentle Fluidity Gold, look, it's kind of matching with my top, y'all. Definitely wear them together because you will feel like it lasts a little bit longer. I feel like mixing them, it helps kind of pull out the fruity notes in this a little bit better. So if you are thinking of grabbing this, know that the, you know, lasting power can vary. Might be better experience for you than it has been for me, but for me, it's definitely not been long lasting. However, when it's paired with something else that kind of helps bring out the fruity notes, it can seem like it's lasting a little bit longer. So definitely love these paired together. Now, my next combo is a fragrance and a lotion. So let me go with the fragrance first. So it is my Kayali Yum Bougie Marshmallow fragrance here. And y'all, you probably can see where we are with the bottle. We are like, at this point, I would say we're like 15% remaining in this bottle. So I will be planning to pick up the full size of this. This is just like a beautiful strawberry marshmallow scent. I really enjoy this. As far as the other notes, it does have creamy coconut with vanilla, pink musk, and freesia. So this is a really pretty scent. If you have like Burberry Her and maybe some other like feminine, you know, strawberry scents, then you might be like, I don't really need this. But this, I love it. And I love it with my newer, because now it's kind of like halfway empty, but my newer lotion, it's the EOS Strawberry Dream Lotion. Y'all, I have been wanting to get my hands on this for a minute. I am someone that loves strawberry. I love strawberry shortcake, strawberry cheesecake, strawberry the fruit. Like, I love strawberries. So when I first saw this, I was on a hunt for it, but I never could find it in store. And I was just like, it's not that serious to buy it online. When I saw this, I want to say I was in Walmart where I grabbed this. Yeah, I think it was Walmart. And I was like, you know what? Let me grab this because I have a few fragrances that I feel like this will work well with. Probably Burberry Her too. But I immediately thought of this scent because I love this so much. Y'all, it really helps with the lasting power. As you all know, K.I.L.E. is not, you know, it's not super long lasting. But I do feel like some of the fragrances, I get a better experience. This one, along with the vanilla, what is it, Candy Rock Sugar, I get a better experience on lasting power with these. So that's the good news. But y'all, this lotion, which has sparkling strawberry, pink sugar, and vanilla cream, this smells amazing. I want to say this one might be my favorite. So I have jasmine peach, I have vanilla, and I love vanilla, right? Y'all know I love vanilla, but I think this is my favorite. This smells amazing. So if you have not tried this one, you need to pick it up. I saw that there's a pistachio one as well. I have not smelled that yet, so I probably will need to pick that one up as well because I do like pistachio. And maybe this fall, because I'm not buying any more fragrances this summer. But then again, I don't know, because I just saw Jackie Aina has She Was Here coming out from Forever Mood. So let me not say I'm not gonna buy any more fragrances this summer, but I do want to pick up something pistachio. So I need to pick up the lotion, but I need to pick up a pistachio fragrance, which actually the new Jackie Aina fragrance, it does have pistachio in it. I need to smell that one, y'all, but I got a feeling I might just blind buy it. Y'all let me know in the comments. Let me know down in the comments below if you're planning to grab that one, because I'm definitely getting that one. So yeah, but these are my fragrances that I'm just really loving for the month of July. I really feel like I'm gonna feel the same in August just because it's still the summertime. I just think these are all beautiful for the summer. So yeah, so don't look, if I come back and say the same thing in August, maybe even in September, don't be surprised because I really do love all these. But if you're a single girly out there and you're like dating, you need Delina. And that's all I'm gonna say. We have made it to our last category, which is luxury. And I have 3 items that I'm gonna be talking to you all about. We are gonna start with sunglasses. Y'all know how much I love sunglasses. And I wanna start with the pair that I have worn the absolute most in the month of July. It is my Burberry sunglasses. These are the sunglasses I grabbed. I wanna say now it's been 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, somewhere around there. These are the pair that I grabbed from Nordstrom Rack, and I love these. They're kind of like a gold and yellowish brown. I am obsessed with these. I am obsessed with these because I have not been wanting to put on lashes, y'all. Like I feel like lashes, you know, help give you that more glamorous look with your makeup, but I have not been wanting to put them on. And I don't know what that is about. Like I really don't know, because I just think that they really enhance the entire look. But because of that, I have been wanting to wear sunglasses that can be worn indoors when I'm like fully made up, right? And it is these. I love these so much. Who would have thought a pair of $120 sunglasses would really be the top dog in my collection when it comes to like spring, summer? It is these. They look so cute. They're just simple, right? Like these look like, you know, if I'm being honest, like you can get, you know, get them anywhere, right? Like they look like glasses you could pick up in H&M, right? But the quality of these for $120, look, I have kind of, the amount of times I've worn these, I have paid that price a few times over, okay? I love these so much. My sister was in town a couple of weeks ago for her birthday. We went out and I was like, girl, I ain't really in the mood to put on makeup. However, I'm gonna put on some makeup because I, you know, want to be cute, but I'm not putting on lashes. And she was the exact opposite. She was like, well, I'm gonna put on my lashes and my brows, but I'm not putting on no other makeup. And I was like, you know what? Since I know I don't put on lashes, let me go ahead and just put these on. I knew we were going to like a lounge type spot. I knew we were gonna be indoors, but I still wanted to look cute and put together. Y'all, I wore these the whole time we were there. If I remember, I'll like put a picture or something in, but I just love these. I love these so much. They are so good. Like literally, when you want a pair of sunglasses that you can wear indoor, outdoor, still feel like your eyes are protected, still look cute, you know, they can kind of dress up your look. So even when I'm not wearing makeup, I will wear these. They just work for me. I'm so happy I grabbed these. I try to like go on Nordstrom Rack every now and again just to see what they have, see if they have these back. They always have like a gray colorway, like a gray and silver-ish maybe kind of colorway. They never seem to have these. I will make sure I check, and if I find them, I will link whichever ones I can find down below for y'all. But these are just so good. I love them so much. They come with the nice case. They came with the box, came with the cleaning cloth. Like, for $120, I got the whole experience, and there's no doubt about it. And then the other pair of sunglasses that I love this month is my Miu Miu sunglasses. So these are new. I purchased these, what was that, the end of May in New York. And y'all, I have been loving these. These are another pair of sunglasses that you definitely can wear indoors. So if you are looking for, you know, sunglasses where like you're gonna be stylish, but you're gonna be able to wear them, you know, indoor, outdoor if you want, without feeling like, oh, am I looking crazy? Now, I will say the Burberry ones, I'm gonna tend to wear indoors a lot more because literally they're almost like semi-clear, right? These, I might get a little bit more like, what you got going on? I might get more looks wearing these indoors, but you know, I really don't care. But they're just so cute. I had so many people commenting because I kept saying these glasses made me feel like, I don't know, like I'm wearing like swim goggles, like I like a character. I don't know, and I don't really care. I just think they're super cute. I'm so glad, happy I grabbed them when I did. I definitely, you know, still think about the black lenses as well because I feel like, maybe I should have just got both, but that would have been just a bit excessive, right? Like, I don't need two pair of the exact same sunglasses with a different lens, but they're just so cute to me. I love the Miu Miu just design on the side. I love these. I actually really like them with my hair straight, so I know for a fact I'm gonna wear them a ton this fall as well, because again, to me, they give fall vibes. Like, at first I thought, I'm only gonna be able to wear these like in the summer because of the lens. No, because the way I was dressed when we were in New York, I was kind of dressed more like, you know, early fall, early springish, you know what I mean? Like, I was already kind of dressed, wearing a jacket, wearing, you know, cargo pants, and I feel like it still looked good with my fit, you know? So I definitely am gonna get a ton of wear out of these. I think they're super cute, super stylish. I've seen quite a few people wearing the ones with just a black lens, and I'm kind of glad I got these because I just feel like, you know, having something a little different out the bunch is always nice. But they're great, and y'all know how much I love a good pair of luxury sunglasses. Like, I just feel like, you know, when I think of like little luxury investments, things that are like $500 in that price range, what can I get that I'll be happy with, that I'll get a ton of wear out of? Sunglasses definitely fall in that category. We've made it to our last luxury item. Now, I, you know, carried several different bags this month. However, I do feel like there was just one particular bag that I carried a ton more, and to me that would make it a favorite. And the bag that we're gonna talk about is my Fendi mini baguette. Now, I got this bag at the end of April, started using it right away in May. Y'all, I am so happy with this bag. Y'all have no idea how silly I feel for waiting so long to get this. It is such a great piece. I love the size of this bag. I love the versatility. It is one of those bags that I didn't know I needed it this bad. Like, I really didn't know that I needed it this bad. And now I'm over here like, girl, imagine the looks you could have got off had you had this a couple years back. And I want to say, I have not wore this bag yet with my Fendi Dad sandals, so I need to make sure I do that this spring, summer, get a cute little picture or something like that. I haven't done it yet, but I need to make sure I wear that because that's going to be a cute combo. Obviously, I didn't get this bag because I have those sandals, because y'all already know I don't really find them super comfortable, but that's beside the point. The bag is it, okay? The bag is amazing. I just love it. And at first I was thinking maybe I wouldn't love it as much because it's not a leather bag. No, I really think it's a great piece. I love the Fendi print. Like, it's just something that, again, until you have it, you don't really know what you're missing, right? So I didn't realize that this was something I really needed until I got it. I love it so much. The bag fits quite a bit. If you are curious about what can fit inside, I will make sure I link the video where I kind of did a little like first impressions, what's in my bag type of video. I will link that for you all to check out. It is such a stunning piece. They obviously have this in so many other options. So if this is not for you, you want something a little more subtle, maybe the leather version is better for you, they have a ton of other options. And I'm just like, I'm really thrilled that I got this bag. I love that I can wear it crossbody. I love that I can, you know, take the strap off, just carry it top handle. It just really gives me, you know, different types of vibes depending on how I carry it, right? Lately, I've been carrying it more so, you know, crossbody. So if I have any pictures, I'll populate those. But it's a great piece, and again, I wish I hadn't waited so long to get it, because this is a bag that I've been thinking about for several years. Obviously, I was planning to have it last September for my birthday, and then that didn't work out. But now it's something that I love, and I just love it because it's a small bag that I feel like I can take to a lot of like event spaces. Y'all know when you go to like a stadium or arena, they have all these bag restrictions, and it has to be something really tiny. I feel like this bag will make it. At least I hope so, because I'm definitely planning to go a few places this year that I'm gonna have to have a tiny bag. So I think I'll be safe with this one, and even though it's small, it does fit a ton of different things. Like, it's not one of those bags that you're just like, oh, it's small, I can't get anything in there. You're not gonna feel that way about this one, and I promise you that. But yeah, this has been my bag of the month. I probably wore this at least 5 to 6 times this month, which is saying a lot for somebody that leaves the house once or twice a week. So I have worn this quite a bit in the month of July. I don't expect it to be any different in August, because again, I feel like it matches a lot of my clothing. You know, I wear a ton of black. You can wear it with that. If you wear a ton of like beiges, olives, you can get away with it with that, you know, those colors as well. So if you've had any like doubt of like, oh, I don't think it's gonna work for me, or I don't think it's gonna be worth it, I promise you it's worth it. Even at the $2,500 price point, so 110 bucks more than what I paid, it's still worth it to me, and it's a timeless piece. Y'all know how I feel about bags that will last for years and years and years. That is extremely important to me, because again, we're not out here buying bags every single week. So I need bags that I'm gonna look at 3 years from now and be like, you know what, still love that bag. 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I mean, I started my collection in 2016, so I'm like running up on that 10-year mark, and all of the bags that I have, I still love. Maybe not able to use them as much as I once did, because maybe my lifestyle changed from the time that I first got them, or maybe my style has changed a little bit. But because most of them are more classic pieces, I'm not gonna get rid of them, and that's just that, okay? But yeah, the Fendi bag, really beautiful. Obviously they have other sizes of this too. Now, I'm not a fan of the size up, just because to me it kind of gives more everyday bag. Y'all know for me, I'm not really on a hunt for a ton of everyday bags. Once I have a few, I'm good, because again, I'm not using the bag every day. So this is the perfect size for me. But if you're just like, you know what, I love the style, but I want something a little bigger, there is a size up option for you as well. So y'all, those are my favorites for the month of July. I feel like I had more stuff. I feel like I say this every time I do a favorites video, but it was quite a bit of things. Like, I feel like a good variety, like I said, makeup, hair, you know, fragrance. I definitely surprised myself with the amount of fragrances I had, but I was watching this month to kind of see how much are you really using, okay? Like, are you really using these often? Are you pulling for them, you know, multiple times a week? And I wear fragrance every day, just for anybody that's wondering. I put on fragrance every single day. I might not put on my MFK every day, but I am putting on fragrance every day, whether it's my KLE or one of my other designer brands. I'm wearing fragrance every single day, y'all. But yeah, that's this video. So of course, if you have any questions about the products or items shared today, let me know down in the comments below. If you all have any product recommendations for me, anything you've been loving lately and you think I should try it out, pick it up, leave it down below. If you have any pistachio fragrances that you already have in your collection that you love, let me know that down below. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna pick up that Jackie Aina scent. Soon as I saw pistachio, Turkish rose, I think amber, and vanilla milk, I was like, ooh, that sounds like it's up my alley. I love a good creamy scent. So I'm definitely planning to pick that up, and if I do, I will definitely let y'all know. So thanks again for watching and supporting me. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next one.